This is Luke's Dreamworld. Relax Sunday. Part 79. Hey everybody, today you can watch all the episodes of Luke's Dreamworld Part 79. I hope you enjoy them. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Brain Food Monday. Part 79. Hey everybody and welcome back. I will start with the quote from Friedrich Nietzsche. One always has exaggerated ideas about what one doesn't know. Today I would like to talk about exaggerated. I think it's a very nice but difficult word. And what I see is sometimes people are exaggerating. For example, when they had experienced something and they tell the story about it, they create an exaggerated experience. They create a kind of a soap. And I don't mind, because I found that I'm doing the same sometimes. And it's kind of acting. I don't know why we need such exaggeration, but it's fine with me. To me it feels like then you can give words to something a bit more. For example, when I tell a story, I told you about juicy stories. Well, you juice it up a little bit. And I don't think it's wrong, but sometimes I find that some of my friends are doing it. And because I guess they want to be a kind of accepted. Or maybe they feel that then they are a bit more known by others or seen by others. And I'm not sure if it works that way, but one of my friends told that he had a friend and she went to a bar where he came frequently. And then she heard some stories about him, and well, he wasn't pleased with it. But I told him, well, people are exaggerating. The things they see in you, they make it bigger than you feel it is. For example, if you have a characteristic like you are a bit of a brag and you want to tell people about things you're doing, and you juice it up a little bit, well, sometimes people could call you, for example, a bit narcissistic, because it seems that way, because you're talking about what you're doing and about yourself and about your experiences and what you are creating. In a way, I'm narcissistic as well, because what I'm doing right now is I'm telling you about my experiences, my journey. To me it doesn't feel like it, but people could call it like that because they like to exaggerate, and I don't mind. It's what life is. I try to look into it and keep an eye on it, because sometimes I am exaggerating my own situation as well, and I don't think that's right for me, because it gives me a kind of feeling I don't need. And I could exaggerate, for example, my experience on how things are going, and I could tell people, well, it's going great, and I have a hit record right now, and some tracks are on Spotify and on YouTube, and I'm vlogging about it, and a lot of people, about 2 of them, are watching those videos, so it's going great. But it feels to me I'm lying to myself. I'm exaggerating, but also lying to myself, because I would like to see how things are really going. And that's why I don't want to exaggerate. Well, this was my brain food for today, and I hope to see you tomorrow on the Positive Tuesday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Positive Tuesday. Part 79. Hey everybody and welcome back. I would like to start with a quote, but I guess I've used it already. I'm not sure about it. It's from Roy T. Bennett. and it says that you can't control the behavior of others, but you can control how you are responding on it. And I've talked about it, for example, yesterday with the exaggeration. I talked about how I am responding on some situations sometimes, and it's a bit theatrical, but I know it's theatrical, and sometimes I feel it and then I think, well, do I need it? And it's kind of a mind game, I guess. Sometimes you have some thoughts, and it seems that life is giving you all kinds of exaggeration about situations. For example, you are thinking about something, and sometimes I see all kinds of things happening. Will I be able to heat my house in the future because the gas prices are that high? Something like that. Well, I don't know. This is a kind of exaggeration as well, and it happens to me, and I'm the only one who can control it. But this is not the topic for today, because I had the topic releases, and I have some positive news, because I work with a firm, it's Labelworks, and they release my tracks on Spotify and on Beatport and on Deezer and all kinds of streaming sites, and even some shops where you can buy a download, for example, where you can buy tracks. And they use some of my work from Playpad and King on some compilation CDs, and I'm proud of it, because it feels to me that I'm creating music that others can use as well, and it inspires me as well. I know I have to create better music for sure, but it's a growing process. And right now I'm working on the remixes. I told you many times I'm still working on them, and it's going well. I'm still figuring out what kind of effects I can use on my voice, and it's a challenge to me to see if I can create some remixes that sounds different from the original track. Talk about the track, as you probably know, Dance Around the World, and it will be released on the day I have my party on November 26th, and it will be finished for sure. And the fact that Labelworks has used my tracks on some of those CDs has given me a kind of a boost. Now I know, well, I have to work on the music, and I have to work harder on the music, and that's what I'm doing. What I did in the weekend was I did all kinds of work that wasn't related to the music, so I can use the other days to work on the music, and it works fine with me. So I'm still working on the remixes, and it will be released, but I just wanted to tell you this positive news about things that are going on, and hopefully other tracks will be released on compilation CDs as well. Who knows? Well, this was my positive news on the Positive Tuesday, and I hope to see you tomorrow on the Inspiration Wednesday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld, Inspiration Wednesday, part 79. Hey everybody, and welcome back. I will start with a quote from Avanesh Devkota. Oh bro, didn't get in. Try again. Well, I guess I have to try again because I made some mistakes, and I guess what's new? Because it's the Inspiration Wednesday, and I talk about some things that are inspiring me, and the past 2 weeks I have talked about some TV series, but I am pronouncing the titles wrong almost every time. I don't know what's going on, but I talked about Power of the Rings, as you know, and it's Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, and I'm watching House of the Dragon. But the other week I called it House of the Dragons, and I don't know what's going on. And I have to be honest with you, I don't really mind if I'm making mistakes, because it comes with the game, and I can do the vlog over and over again, and I can cut it and try to repair my mistakes. But in a way, I don't mind showing you guys that I'm making mistakes. Not always, but sometimes I'm making mistakes. And this is, and I told you the other week as well, about learning. I know that if I would like to create better vlogs, they should be much better without any mistakes. And I had to rehearse it, and I could use a script, but it would take me a lot of time as well. And something that I don't have that much, although I have about 24 hours a day. The thing is, I would like to use it to create music, and although I really enjoy vlogging about it, I told you it's kind of journaling. This is why I try not to make mistakes, but I also try to do it as quickly as possible. So sometimes I just film a vlog and I know I have made a mistake, but I keep it in, because I don't mind if I made a mistake. Although there's another thing, sometimes I don't even know I made a mistake until I watched the vlog back, and then I go, oh no, it's wrong again. And that's why I call the topic Wrong Again, and hopefully you will excuse me that I make some mistakes now and then, especially when I pronounce some of those titles of the series. I will tell you about series I'm watching. I'm watching another series as well, and that's the Umbrella Academy, and I will talk about it probably next week. Okay, I promise you, and hopefully I pronounced it right. Well, this was my inspiration on this Inspiration Wednesday, and I hope to see you tomorrow on the Life Hack Thursday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld, Life Hack Thursday, part 79. Hey everybody, and welcome back. I will start with a quote. I have to read the name. It's Eva Gregory, and the quote is, "There is freedom in stepping out and taking risk when you know that any given moment you can always begin again." Well, I told you about my process and about what I'm doing, but sometimes I'm watching some of the documentaries, and I have watched a documentary. I watch a lot of documentaries about music because they are inspiring me, and I have seen a documentary about the Swedish house mafia. It was intriguing because they had a tour, and it was their last tour, that's what they told, and they would go separate ways and leave the Swedish house mafia behind because they wanted to end it. But I was a bit astounded because I watched it and I thought, well, what has happened with the Swedish house mafia? And were they very successful as individual artists? And they were, but they also started the Swedish house mafia again. I have to be honest with you, I really enjoy the music they are creating, but it's not the style I would like to create, because I guess it's a bit too hard. I would like to create dance music with a positive vibe, and although they have a kind of a commercial feeling in the music, it's also a kind of hard music, and well, I could call it a kind of negative feeling, but that's not right, because people aren't experience it as negative. It's a bit hard, and that's the kind of music I don't really like. I rather take some kind of soft music, although it can have a beat for sure, but the sounds I'm using are a bit softer and more in balance, and they are creating different music. And I don't mind, because that's inspiring me as well. I listen to the sounds they create, and they are together again. So they're back again, and they are on tour again. And I have seen what they are doing, and I have to look at it very carefully, because this is a kind of business model that's great, because they are creating music a lot of people like. And when they go on a tour, they have a world tour. They are from Sweden, but they're also performing in the United States, in Asia, in Europe, in Australia. I don't know if they've been in New Zealand. Hopefully they have. And I'm inspired by it, by the way they are working. And I've seen they had some troubles together, but I also have seen that they use a kind of team. They have a very good management team. They have tour managers. And that's the team I don't have yet. So I still have to do it on my own. And that's okay with me, because I'm just starting. But to see how things have gone with the Swedish House Mafia, how they started years ago and how they stopped, and then they took a break, and how they started again. And sure, they had the name, so it was easier for them to start again, but still they did it, and they are still producing hit music, and it's a kind of commercial as well. So I only can admire the way they are working, and this is why I'm looking at all those documentaries about music, because it's inspiring to me. And that's what I wanted to tell today on this Life Hack Thursday. And I hope to see you tomorrow on the Healthy Friday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Healthy Friday, part 79. Hey everybody, and welcome back. I will start with a quote from John Green. Some tourists think Amsterdam is a city of sin, but in truth, it's a city of freedom. And in freedom, people find sin. I really like the quote because it's about Amsterdam, and I have to admit, I really love Amsterdam because it's not a city of sin, but it's a city, I don't know if it's really a city of freedom, but it's a city where everything happens. If you like art, you can find a lot of art in Amsterdam. If you like culture, you can find every kind of culture in Amsterdam. You can watch every movie that's released in Amsterdam. There are a lot of clubs in Amsterdam. There's a lot of sin in Amsterdam for sure as well. Maybe a lot of criminality as well. I guess that's in almost every city, and hopefully not too much. But Amsterdam has it all. It was a kind of expression from the Tourist Information Bureau. And I guess they're right, because I really like Amsterdam because of the fact that you can find everything there. I have lived in Amsterdam. It was a period of anti-squatting. I lived in empty buildings to keep the place secure and look after the fact that people weren't squatting it. And but there was a time they didn't have any buildings that I could use, so I had to leave Amsterdam, and now I have rented a place in a smaller city. It's a city for sure, and it's not as big as Amsterdam, but it has all kinds of culture, all kinds of venues. I told you about the volunteer work I do at the music venue, and I live in Zwolle. It's different from Amsterdam, and I have to admit I would like to live in Amsterdam again, but the thing is, it's hard to find a home there. So I'm still looking, and maybe I can swap homes sometimes. I'm not sure yet. But I also told you that I would like to be working on my project. So I will be working on the project for about 4 years or 3.5 years left. And I have told you already that I will be staying in Zwolle, because then I can really focus on what I'm doing, and I don't have to focus on moving again and find a new place. But sometimes I'm visiting Amsterdam for sure. I love the Amsterdam dance events, because then you can watch all kinds of groups, music, there are talks and everything, and I really like it. And sometimes I go to events as well, and especially when it's a music event, I really enjoy it, and that's why I visit Amsterdam as much as I can. And sometimes I have an appointment with a friend. I just had an appointment with a friend I didn't see for years, and we talked, and it was a very nice day. So this is why I go to Amsterdam regularly, and I really like it. And if you ask me, I don't consider it a city of sin, but a city of I don't know. I told you it's not about freedom. Although I live in a country where we have freedom for sure, but there are also some other sides on every city, on every society, I guess. What I would like to call Amsterdam for me is a city of culture. And that's what I like about Amsterdam. Well, this was my Healthy Friday. The talk about Amsterdam and why I really love it, and I hope to see you tomorrow on the Inside Saturday. See you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dreamworld. Inside Saturday, part 79. Hey everybody, and welcome back. I will start with a quote from Marcel Proust. Let's be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our soul blossom. Well, I have to tell you, I told this topic gratitude because I guess I feel gratitude every day. I feel blessed about what I'm doing, and I guess when you have gratitude, it gives your life a boost as well. I talked about how the brain works, and expressing gratitude will keep your brain with all those neurotransmitters, and you can feel happy, but it has to be sincere. And I noticed that I am happy about what I'm doing, and that's why I feel gratitude. But what I would like to do also is create something that make people happy, and hopefully they will be they feel gratitude as well because of the things I am creating, and hopefully, for example, people are inspired by the vlogs I create, and I'm not sure, but hopefully it gives them something to think about. So this is why I took the topic gratitude today. Sometimes we don't see the small things in life that are giving us happiness, for example. So it doesn't have to be big. I know a lot of people that have a lot of money and are unhappy. So it seems that money is the thing that can create happiness. There are different things that create happiness as well. And I told you about the brain and how I'm finding it by creating my life as I want it. And that's why I'm trying to create my dream world and see how things are working. And hopefully I can be an example for others to see how things are working and how things could work for them as well. Because I'm not special. I'm just a normal human being, and I'm trying, and I told you about making mistakes every day. And what I do is just try to see and try to experience and try to find out how life really works. And that's with my challenge. That's what I told you, and that's why I try to create my dream world and try to create music, and hopefully people can blossom from it. Well, this was my insight about how I'm thinking and about gratitude as well. And I hope to see you tomorrow on the Relaxed Sunday. Hope to see you there. Bye. This is Luke's Dream World, Relaxed Sunday, part 79. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed part 69 of Luke's Dream World, and I will end with a quote from Albert Camus. Autumn is a second spring when every leaf is a flower. I hope to see you next week on Luke's Dream World, part 80. See you there. Bye.